Everybody, how you doing? My name is Ben Pinocchio, and I want to talk to you about paying college athletes. Over the last 3 years, every year there's been at least $1 billion given away in athletic scholarships. So for around 1 to 2% of the bachelor program students receive athletic scholarships. You have to think these student athletes are students first. It says it right in the name. They have to worry about getting their degree first because most of these athletes will not be playing a professional sport after the fact, so they have to worry about their future before they worry about now. So right now I want to show you about more of the problems that came up with money and university and student athlete related issues. So over the past 9 years, there's been about five major scandals that have rocked the collegiate athletic world. The most recent one happened at the University of Miami, where there was a Ponzi scheme going on, which involved 73 Miami football players. They were receiving money, anything from drugs to sex, just to be able to play there, and they ended up having to forfeit multiple scholarships because of this infliction. After that, Ohio State head coach Jim Tressel was forced to resign after they found out that he knew of his players having a tattoo for a jersey deal that they had with outside sources, which was against the NCAA collegiate policy when it comes to the handling of money. After that, one of the biggest things happened with Reggie Bush, who was the Heisman winner in 2005, as well as bringing USC a national championship. They found out that he was receiving hundreds of thousands of dollars, even including a house in Malibu to play there from boosters, which ended up involving 30 athletic scholarships being diminished by the NCAA for the USC, as well as a 2-year postseason ban. So that doesn't only hurt the player, but it also hurts the university as a whole. And to finish it off, probably one of the biggest in collegiate basketball history had to do at the University of Michigan with the Fab Five, including Jalen Rose, who ended up playing professionally in the NBA and is now an analyst, had to do with the players receiving money and a lot of it just to play there, and it ended up causing a big scandal, one of the biggest basketball ones of all time. I know it feels like very repetitive. There's only a couple infractions, but I mean these are massive amounts of money. They're not just little amounts. So if we do want to start paying them, we have to figure out something. But in my opinion, we don't. I don't feel like I could trust these collegiate players to have this amount of money. If they're given this amount of money in mass quantities from boosters and whatnot, it's only going to cause more problems. And are we willing to suffer the blowback if this doesn't hold up and it starts to go south? And we got to start, okay, let's pay them. How much do you start paying them? I know it was the obvious choice. Pay the starters more, they're playing more, they're putting more on the line every day. But don't you think that would cause more tension in the locker room between the starters and the backups? And what do you think a backup would do to, want to get that starter position? He wants to get paid more. You never know what he'll go through just to be able to get more money. And these are, there's no I in team, like everybody says, so maybe the greed will get over the backups and only think about themselves for the money. After that, you know, they are students first. They need to worry about their academic classes and whatnot before they worry about sports. Yes, sports takes up a lot of your time, but you have to students as students have to be able to manage their time and their sports time well. They're still on the path to being a professional. They're not under a contract or anything. They're going there to play a sport. They're not getting money to get A pluses, so why should we give them money to play a sport? Okay, so you want to pay these athletes. Are you confident that they're going to be able to not do anything bad with them? First thing I always think of is a lot of these athletes are on full ride scholarships. They are getting paid. They're getting, multiple benefits. They're playing at practicing at the best facilities. They're doing, going on national television, playing. They're getting, athletic apparel. If we're gonna pay anybody, in my opinion, let's pay those kids that are struggling to get from week to week, being able to pay for this college. I mean, most colleges are around 40 grand a year, and if they're playing football, that's additional, finances. And all those are the kids that I feel that put their heart and soul out on the field or the court or the ice or whatever every single game. And are you trustful in your athletes that they're not going to do anything bad with this money. Actually, just getting ready for the speech, I got a text about a basketball player just got arrested for 3 drug-related charges and possession of marijuana. I mean, do you really trust these athletes that they're not going to do anything bad with all of this money? I mean, more than likely, I guarantee half of it is not even going to go to something good. Say you pay an underage kid is 20, he goes buys something, buys alcohol, and then he gets in a car accident. That's a bunch of blowback on the university. As in a university, I don't think they'd want to take that risk and putting their university in jeopardy. I've looked at this from every angle, and it just doesn't seem to make sense to pay these college athletes. It seems like it would cause way too many problems than it should help this program, and I don't think by paying these students it's going to make them work any harder because they say, oh, we're going to university, we're going to play sport, we're going to get paid. That's going to be a easy ride through college, but that'll really make them suffer in the end when they don't have a degree to fall back on. I believe these athletes need to work a lot harder. If they work harder, they'll go professional, and I believe the ones that go professional and start making money are the ones that deserve it. Thank you.